Look at the little fluffies. Where you going, Kenai? Oh,
No,
are you
no.
eating? Oh. Oh.
What do you want?
I think he wants out. He doesn't like us anymore. Oh, stop that. Get out of there. Do you want him to go through your legs? Here, I'll come spur him on. Where to go, Kenai? Oh. Wait, my turn. Do you believe in life after love?
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. The Redskins are gonna take it home.
Actually, the Panthers are gonna win.
No, Redskins definitely are gonna win. Because that's all we ever do is win, 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 no matter what.
The Redskins are not
Got Redskins
that good.
on my mind. I can...
They're not that good.
I'm not gonna go there. Alright, anyway. Today, because this season was embarrassing for both of our teams, we're going to be talking about embarrassing and funny moments in our relationship. There's gonna be some stories that we're telling that we haven't even told our parents.
Yeah, never been told stories, that's for sure.
So they're gonna watch this and we're gonna hear about
So
it.
that's what happened.
Do you wanna go first or you want me to go first? We both have a few.
You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, because it's kind of in a
All right.
chronological order.
Yeah, mine goes all the way back to the very, very start. The first like real interaction I had with Charisma other than just like casually like saying hey in the gym. It was when she came over to our section of Sheltering Arms. I was on the FES bike, Charisma came over and volunteered to help John and Anna, my regular therapist, to get me off the bike. And when I'm on the bike, I have these electrical pads all over my thighs and my hamstrings and my butt, which meant that Charisma was touching my thighs and my hamstring and my
His
butt.
butt.
Yeah, and I was not very stoked about that just because you can imagine.
It was fine. I
So-
really didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, well, it's just because
For you.
here's this super cute girl that I would like to, you know, maybe spark something with, and she's touching my quad butt and my quad clothes, pulling pads off, and it's
Wait,
just not ideal.
wait, at that moment you thought about starting something with me?
Yeah,
Really? That was before the gala.
right.
Interesting.
You're a cute girl. Of course I'm gonna think like, oh, maybe there's gonna be some sparks here.
Interesting, I did not know that.
Of course. Look at her.
Wait, so did you notice me before I came and took your pads off?
Yes, I noticed you from just you walking around, walking through the gym, and I would watch you. Hey, John, tell me about that girl.
Wait, really?
Yes, I've told you this.
I know, I just wanted to tell them.
Oh my gosh. And then just like anytime I was in the gym and she would walk through, like after we actually went on a date, I would make sure not to like be like doing a double chin face or like super ugly exertion face or make grunt noises and make it look casual. Yeah, this weight is nothing.
So after our first day, I would go in the gym on purpose, but then I would always go in there, I would never know what to say to him. Even
Yeah.
though we went on a first date and we texted, but like, I just didn't know it's the same person. It was just weird. I just got awkward.
Yeah. But it was good.
What was that?
Did you just shock me? Ow.
Did I really shock you?
Yeah, shock me.
I
Talking about
appreciate it.
sparks. Let's go.
You're so weird.
Alright, you're up.
Okay, so I think this moment wasn't so embarrassing for me, but I feel like this
It was
moment,
for me.
Yeah, it was really embarrassing for Cole. I thought actually it was kind of the moment where I was like, dang, I really like this guy.
Really?
I
Really, that moment of all
I
moments?
told you, it was actually the moment I told you I really felt like I was in love with you, and I wanted to tell him I loved him that night, but that would have been weird after this interaction. But it was the first time I stayed the night, and it was New Year's, so we were dating for like a month, and it was the first time I stayed the night, and we were having fun, we were up pretty late, and so it was time to go to bed or whatever, and somehow I managed to knock the catheter out.
Yeah. I have a catheter in overnight, and it just drains into a bed bag, so we don't have to worry about doing ices throughout the night, because it would just wake me up, wake up my parents to come. We just want to sleep through the night, and Charisma accidentally knocked it off.
Yeah, because like the first time we stayed the night, I didn't know that was something I should look out for. I was like, felt the bed and it was wet, and I was like, oh, I think you knocked your catheter out.
And I immediately just felt sick. I was like, oh no. because I knew exactly what happened, and then I was thinking to myself, how in the heck am I gonna handle this?
Well, he kept saying, he was like, go get your dad, go get your dad. I was like, I am not getting your dad. I refuse. I was like, you're gonna tell me how to do this, and we're gonna figure this out together, because I'm not getting your dad.
So we did. In the middle of the night, we figured it out, and I was not thrilled about it, but Charisma was great, and she took care of everything, and didn't hesitate a moment. It worked out fine, but it was very embarrassing. I mean, we laughed about it a little bit, but more so the next day.
Yeah.
Actually, more so months later when I got over it.
Anyway, so I didn't think that was a terribly embarrassing moment, but it was the first time we stayed the night, so it was just interesting how that just...
It couldn't have gone worse for a first night. Couldn't have gone worse. But we endured. Really, Charisma endured. Speaking of late nights when we were just tired, this was actually recent when Julie was here. We went out to the club, and when we got back, we were so exhausted that by the time we got into the bed and Charisma was like helping me get ready, she at one point just fell down on my chest and started like falling asleep. I was like, Charisma, we're almost done, please, like, let's just finish this. You can't fall asleep right now.
I was so tired. It was such a long night. And it's like a 10-minute process, and it turned into like a 40-minute process because I just
took way too long.
Kept falling asleep, and I was just so tired.
That's what I kept telling her too. I was like, 10 minutes and we're done. 10 minutes and we're asleep, and we'll wake up tomorrow happy and refreshed. And then no, it just drug. Is that even a word? Dragged. Drug. No, drug's a word.
It was just really funny because we told his parents like the next morning. I was like, it was just a rough night. Because I was like,
I almost called mom. Yeah.
Because I was just so tired. I just wanted to go to bed. Exhausted.
Yeah. I'm glad we made it though.
Me too. So another one actually happened pretty recently. Cole and I like to do this thing where I hold his hand and we walk together, but he's pushing only one side of the wheel, so I have to kind of direct him.
I like hold her hand here, and then I'll push this way, and then she pulls me with this arm. Otherwise, I would just start turning. Yeah. So she has to pull to keep me straight. Yeah. Right? So you're pulling me.
Yeah, and I didn't realize like there was a wall.
Yeah, as if there's not a gigantic wall in there.
Well, it was like the opening, so I was paying more attention to the opening, and I wasn't looking as to where, like I wasn't paying attention to where Cole was going, and I kept pulling him, and all I hear is doom, and I was like, and I like pulled him right into the wall.
The funny part about that is I saw it coming from like 5 feet away.
And you didn't say anything.
Well, I can't because since I don't have any core, if I don't have like my arms back here, then I'll fall forward unless I'm holding my breath, because that fills up my lungs and it helps me sit upright. So when my arm's out in front of me, I gotta hold my breath so I don't fall forward, and then I can't say anything because I have to hold my breath. So I see this wall coming, and I'm like, Charisma. Like, why do you pull me into the wall? I'm sorry.
I didn't realize, I just wasn't paying attention.
All of my family's just like, what the heck?
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
It was pretty funny though. No harm, no harm anyway. So.
Yeah, no, Cole didn't get hurt.
No harm, no foul. That's
mostly like his foot hit it, and then like
part of my chair.
Part of his chair, yeah. But it wasn't.
My chair gets banged up all the time.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. We didn't break any toes or anything. So thank God.
The next one I would say is more just funny than embarrassing, and it was the first time that Charisma saw me really like belly laugh. Yeah. And when I like belly laugh, nothing comes out. There's no sound. I'm just like,
literally.
That's it. So it was the first time she saw that, which was a little embarrassing for me, but the situation was just funny. Here's what happened. We were transferring off the couch, and for a long time, Charisma wouldn't do it. When it was time for me to transfer off the couch, we would just call my dad up, and he would come transfer me real quick. But we were teaching Charisma, and she does transfers at work, so like it's not like we're learning from scratch. But the difficulty was there's a pretty steep incline. So she's trying to get me up this incline, and at one point I fell backwards. Like I said, I have no core. So I'm on my back, and she's trying to like get my hips situated and really struggling, and then finally she says, Cole, can you help me? I said, no, that's the problem. And I don't know what it was. I think it was her tone of voice. She was like, Cole, can you do anything? I was like, no. I just started dying. And then I think we laid there for like 5 minutes just laughing until we got ourselves back together to transfer out of the chair.
Literally, Cole was like on his back, like cracking up, and I just like slayed on him, and I'm like in tears, laughing so hard.
It was so
Because
funny.
I've never seen him laugh so hard. I'm like, you know, you see someone laughing and it just makes you laugh, and then they see you laugh, and you guys just keep making each other laugh more and more, and you just cannot stop.
That was fun.
And if there's any ounce of like laughter in me and I'm trying to transfer Cole, I'm so weak and I can't do it. So
yeah, we had to compose ourselves. There was no hope. But I'm glad I didn't have abs, because if I had abs in that situation, I was laughing that hard, I would have been sore for days.
You probably peed your pants or something.
I probably would have pissed myself. Oh, it would have been bad. It would have been bad.
Oh, that was great.
All right, I think you have one last story.
You've seen this story if you watched the fair episode.
Yes, the state fair.
And it was just hilarious how getting Cole on the Ferris wheel was fine, but getting him off was just a big debacle. The chair wasn't situated right. My dad and his dad was just, it was just a struggle getting him in the chair just because the chair wasn't in the right spot. And then Miss Kelly's trying to help, and there was like a lot of hands on deck. And I'm trying to move the chair, and I got in the way. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm putting the camera down to help. And Cole yells, "Charisma,
Get that camera.
get the camera. What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm trying to help.
We gotta get the shot.
All he's thinking in this moment is,
Get the shot.
Off my arm.
There you go. You really want? I can't.
Chair is not positioned correctly.
Why? I didn't have anything to do with that. You did.
This is chaos.
Oh my God! It's not even locked.
All right, go.
There it is. Yay!
In hindsight, it's a good thing that you helped, because it took all hands on deck. The only problem was we put it in my chair in the wrong spot. If we put it in a good spot, there would have been no problem.
No.
But it was in a terrible spot, and that just made everything go to crap.
and everyone saw that I was going to crap, so we're all laughing.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing.
And they couldn't start the ride after us until we got off the platform, so everybody's just sitting around just like watching. And like, I don't really care that people watch, because like I know they're just like curious and probably concerned.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, really? Everybody's watching this go down right now. I'm like, come on, people, just look away.
It was so funny, but it was a fun time, definitely getting you on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, those are like only a few of the funny moments. There's
Yeah.
moments every day.
These kind of stories are why interabled relationships are very unique and have a very strong sort of foundation, because going through experiences like this, it can be stressful and sucky in the moment, but it's also funny oftentimes, and then you get to laugh about it later, and you always have that experience. I think it just brings us closer together.
Yeah, I mean, we've had so many stressful moments. Even in like DC, we had like a couple of stressful moments in DC, and like
You almost threw up on the metro.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was really bad. I get really bad motion sickness sometimes, and that was the first time a train has ever like made me so sick. My head was pounding. I felt sick in my stomach. Cole's wheels died.
Yeah.
So I had
that did not help.
No, and I had to push him all the way back to the hotel from the metro, and I'm like literally like I'm about to pass out. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we're almost there. And I get back and I just like lay on the couch, chug water. Chug so much water. Cole's like trying to be there for me, but like there's really nothing you can do but just like.
I'm just kind of rubbing her back.
Yeah.
You alright? Anything I can do? Sorry. Well, those are our funny / embarrassing stories from the past year.
There will be more.
There will be more
to come.
There can't not be more when you're in a relationship like ours.
No.
So.
Even in a normal relationship, I know you guys
that's
like
true. That's true.
have funny moments. Like
it's just very different.
Yeah.
If you guys have any embarrassing, funny stories from your relationships, please comment them down below. Tell us what went down, and we'd love to read them. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Oh,
Finish it up.
Oh, you're like he's like behind my back, like tapping me, like.
Finish
he
it
always
up.
does that whenever we're doing anything. He's like, "Come on, Charisma, you talk."
It's a signal.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay positive. Peace.
Thumbs up.
We hope the Super Bowl game goes well and that the Patriots do not win.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Everybody, Have a good time. Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
Oh, my foot fell asleep. Ow.